Have you ever felt like you constantly put yourself last? Have you ever done things you didn't want to do because you wanted to be nice or not upset someone? If you haven't heard it yet, you may be people pleasing. I'm Kamil Ravin, and for a lot of my life, I people pleased, and it stopped me from living my life in the way that I truly wanted. In this video, I'll be sharing 3 groundbreaking lessons which helped me to drop this habit. And be sure to stay till the 3rd lesson, as I've saved the deepest one for last. Lesson number 1. Give people what they want, not what they need. Let me use an example to illustrate this. If you're about to have dinner with your kids and they say they want sweets for dinner, you're unlikely to grant this request, right? They may think they want sweets, but it's not what they need. What they need is a nutritious meal. Here's another example. Let's say your colleague doesn't really know what they're doing at work, so they ask to copy your work. They may think they want to copy you, but that's not what they need. What they need is to learn what to do. Giving people what they need, not what they want, may not always be received well initially, but that's not your problem. You see, giving people what they need, not what they want, is what true service is. To serve someone rather than please them is what actually makes a difference. You may think you're being a good person through pleasing people, but what if you're actually causing more harm through pleasing? Have you ever considered that? Lesson number 2. A full cup can overflow. I've seen how many of us can put ourselves last because we think we're being selfless and taking care of others. But again, this can be causing more harm than good. If I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not going to be able to take care of others in the best way because my own cup isn't full. This can apply to our energy, our finances, and so many other things. The business owner who prioritizes their own financial prosperity can give back so much more than the one who is struggling to make ends meet. The working mom who prioritizes her own self-care will be able to give so much more of herself to others than the one who keeps neglecting herself. This is why I ensure to fill my own cup first, as from a full cup I can give so much more. You may not want to hear this, but being selfish can actually be selfless. I'll say that again. Being selfish can actually be selfless. Can you see that? Lesson number 3. Drop the need for approval. Do you remember being told to be a good boy or a good girl as a kid? Before we even knew it, this people-pleasing habit was trained in us from a young age by our parents. We began seeking that validation and approval as kids, but as adults, it simply doesn't serve us anymore. The need for approval can be rooted in feeling like we are good enough, accepted, or worthy. But dropping this need for approval requires us to see that the meaning we are making about it simply isn't true. We are the ones making up what being approved of means to us. It's not real, and it doesn't need to be believed anymore. We don't need approval. We can just convince ourselves that we do based on the story that we're telling ourselves about it. Drop that story. Can you imagine what becomes possible when you stop needing the approval of others? You start saying no more. You hold boundaries. You stay true to yourself and stop compromising who you are. So to recap the 3 lessons: give people what they need, not what they want. A full cup can overflow, and drop the need for approval. Thank you for watching. Drop a comment sharing what your favorite lesson was, and if you found value, give this video a like, subscribe, and make sure to check out the next video that's popped up on screen, as it will support you in implementing this video. I love you all.